Hello guys. So today I'm doing a little review of my tournament, the tournament from yesterday, so the Legacy Challenge, in which I played Titan Post. So I wanted to get back to it since I found some matches to be quite interesting. I also found some to be. I won't talk about some since the games weren't that much interesting, to be honest. But yeah, I had some great games, and therefore, since I'm used to. Usually, I write a small report of my tournaments. Today, since I now have my Twitch and YouTube channel, I thought like, why not? Why wouldn't I make a video of it? So, without further ado, let's get to the list, maybe. Since this might be the most interesting. So, Mono G post, yeah. Okay, so here you have what I played yesterday, which is the classical mono green post you could encounter. So I have the 1 Boseiju in main deck, the 27 lands. I only play 5 forests since I want to keep the Verdant Catacombs. I also play Dark Depths, and we'll get to it to the tournament, but I feel like Dark Depths is needed. I know some of the best of the game removed it from the 75, but I just feel like it's only out in some situation. I'm always very glad to have it. It would miss me if I didn't have Dark Depths in the 75. Here, nothing surprising, nothing here either. I removed the Reclamation Sage we used to play, since now we have Boseiju. And you'll see I play another Boseiju in Sideboard in the case I want to have one or two way to get rid of problematic enchantment or artifacts. Of course, we keep ramming up, and we play the second endurance instead of the Reclamation Sage. Sorry. 3 Primevals, nothing surprising for Greensons. Best card, best green card. Emrakul, Ulamog, these are the 2 classical ones. Today I tested for the first time the Promised Land. I've never been able to cast it. Honestly, why? I can conclude it was a bad choice or anything like that. The fact is, Ulamog and Emrakul are the main threats we want to fetch with Eye of Ugin. And the third Eldrazi, which used to, in this list, it used to be Kozilek. Here is made to fight control-ish pies, I guess. And the fact Kozilek draws 4 cards is better. In a vacuum, it is better. But since we have a lot of packs that plays a Hull Breacher on our set, I used to be... It felt quite disappointing to have a Kozilek in your hand and being like, okay, it draws nothing and then it gets Source to Plowshare, so I did nothing. So I wanted to test Emrakul the Promised Land, and I feel like it's a good choice, honestly. Hope I do hope it will prove itself worthy of its place in the list. Anyway, to the sideboard, which changed quite a bit. I trimmed 1 Mind Break and 1 Force of Vigor. These cards are great honestly, this is hard. But I wanted to try 2 surgical to improve the lens matchup. Lens has always been a difficult matchup for us. Honestly, a very skilled matchup also. And I felt that adding the 2 surgical inside would make me better placed against this matchup. Of course, we keep the 2 endurance and 4 carpets, and since we made some room with the Reclamation Sage, I played the second Boseiju in Sideboard. I bring a second Boseiju in the every matchup that doesn't have Wasteland instead of Forest. That's the first point. But also, yeah, against most list that might play Blood Moon, that might play Back to Basics. Thing is, with Boseiju now we don't fear anymore the fact some deck might play one of those Housers, because we're just like, okay, playing Boseiju doesn't cost me anything. Like in the deck building, it costs almost nothing. It's just the fact, okay, that's not a basic land, and you cannot have 2 Boseiju. But yeah, that's the card is just too good in Monogreen Crowd Post, and I was quite yeah. The fact I played 2 of them to me was not a bad decision. Okay, so just a second since I removed it. Yeah. Okay, great. So that's it for what I played. Let's get to the matchups now. So I won't show every round, but I want to show what I feel might be the most interesting for you. I start with this match against Delver, which I won 2-0. And yeah, just want to say that Delver is a 50-50 matchup at best, I think. But it's surprisingly possible to win it. Here I keep a hand which is not that great, honestly, but I have the Needle. Needle is great against Delver. Our goal here is to try to win game 1 through Titan, and to win game 2 and 3 with Carpets and Endurance. Game 2 and 3 are easier than game 1. But the fact I won the dice here, it does matter a lot. And here you can see how it goes. He has to force the Reclaimer, which is a great news for me, because it means he doesn't have Bolt for now. And here I have a great hand to cast this ZNF. So I feel like he's trying to find a force. He find it. I drew a map, which is also not that bad. Okay, here I make an interesting choice. The fact is, the expressive iteration, the fact he drew 2 more cards, I feel like he might have Force Wheel. And this Zenith I'm about to cast on x is equal to 3 is here to find Endurance, who will be able to block these two things and to prevent him from casting Murktide. So yeah, Zenus at X is equal to 3 is great in this matchup, and you you shouldn't always wait for casting it to find title. Fact is, if I wait, it is likely that he will have force of will, and yeah, game is lost. If I wait and he forces the green sun, I lose the game. So here, yeah, I'll play this for X is equal to 3, then I have map and I. So my late game is already set up in stone. Therefore, I should do what I can to survive. That's a good news, it resolved, honestly. That was a force check. He didn't have the choice to let it go. Here he doesn't attack with Dragon Rage. Bit weird, I think the 1 point of damage would have been worth, but the fact he has only gut shots explains it. Okay, so here I drew another green sun. I see he's low on cards. He didn't draw any cards. Oh, sorry on my English. And yeah, I drew a green sun, which is a win con. So had I. And here if he has the force now, I lose the game. But yeah, what can I say? I don't have any choice. But since I didn't see any cantrips and he didn't force the previous green sun, I feel pretty confident. Yeah, and it resolved. The choice of the lens you should get is always an interesting one. Here I chose not to take Chasm, but to take 2 Glimmer. Fact is, I know he plays a one-off. Probably he plays a one-off Brazen Borrower, so he might be able to get rid of Needle, and therefore if he has waste scan for Glacial Chasm, the game is lost. While with Glimmer, I'm positive I go to 15. Yeah, I might survive. Okay, here he has to play Brazen. Naturally, he daisies twice, so he can find something. Fun fact is, would I have played Chasm with the same way of thinking, since he had already 7 and 1, so 8, almost 10, he would probably have bounced my Needle, days, found the wasted my Chasm and won the game. So Glimmer was a great choice. Here he can find a bolt. But he doesn't. And yeah, I stole that game because honestly the fact he didn't find bolt is quite unfortunate, but now he allowed me to stabilize, so no issue. I think I'm able to fetch Yulamug here. You don't even think about Emrakul. Yeah, and game is over. So that's it for the first game against Delver. I won't show you the game 2. My opponent milled at 4, and yeah, the game was quite easy from the fact he has very limited resources. Round 2 was against Storm, Anosium Tendrils. I lost game 1, turn 1, so yeah. Game 2, I was able to open a great hand, which he went through with falsies. But in my great luck, I drew Mindbreak Trap just before he went off. So I was able to counter him and win the game. But when you play Storm against Post, you should always make sure you discard the turn you want to go off. Normally you have that luxury, so make sure to use it. Game 3, he didn't have a great hand. I opened Mindbreak and some way to find a quick Lage, quick Might Lage, and I was able to manage turn 3 Might Lage because of my Carpet of Flowers. And he might not have drawn very well because he didn't have the kill. He 10-drilled me for 8, which is ridiculous. And yeah, two blow from the 2020 later, game was over. So stealing against Storm is great. Okay, let's watch this one. I think this is the most interesting game of my tournament. So I'm quite happy I can see it again. Okay, so here I'm against different taxis. Yorion now is mainly different taxis, so I assumed I went against different taxis. I have an okay-ish hand, I think. Okay, the fact he doesn't have Stone Fortune 2 is very good news for me. Here I want to stick one Reclaimer to the board, which I'm able to do. He has Wasteland and Pour though. This is a bit unfortunate here. I will fetch for a forest, and I will go for a forest. So I want to fight this Wasteland as long as I can, have a few lands on the board. Here this hit is very unfortunate, and it will be the reason the game is close. Yeah, he's able to get rid of my Reclaimer. Raminap is great here, it can block. And then yeah, I play with my 3 forests. I think I'm green sunning for endurance here, because I want to be able to block a little bit this Yite. He decides not to equip the Yite, which is good news for me, because I would have block, he would have killed and 2 more counters. But he wanted a faster cloak, which I understand. Okay, Bug was a fun fact. Bug, it's the first time I think Bug was useful against different taxis for me, so yeah, that was fun. What did I want me to say? Yeah, here I'm getting close to playing my Titan, which is where I want to be. Yeah, complete. He doesn't equip Yite because he want a Pour, which is a great choice. Endurance was a very okay-ish draw here. I think I will chump. I will play the second endurance, kill the recruiter. And here he plays a bit weird game. as you can see, in my opinion, he should have dealt me as much as he could with Ite and give up his recruiter. But the fact is, he had Flicker Wisp. It told me here. I knew he had Flicker Wisp. The fact he plays to protect recruiter, which is unneeded at this point, tells me he has Flicker Wisp. And here I win this play. Because I know he has Flicker Wisp, but I still go for Chasm. Chasm and some mana. Here I'm not in the best spot, honestly. Game is quite hard. Because he flickers the Chasm. Therefore can go in for some damages. And here I have to make a choice. Do I want to sacrifice another land? But honestly, the Chasm was here just to survive one turn. So I decided to sacrifice it, because I wanted to attack with my Titan. And I'm able to attack with it. Here, the fact he ports now the Cloud Pass, it's not that bad. It's even great. He could have done it in my upkeep. Don't know why he waited. It would have been better at my upkeep. This was a very difficult decision. Do I want to fetch an Eldrazi, but he has 11, 14, 15, 16 damages in the board, so I do have to once upon, and I already have landed. Yeah, the game here is extremely complicated because I have Needle on Ite, which buy me one turn. But if he has like a Flicker Wisp or I don't know, Skyclave, the game is lost. So I do have to choose between losing on Flicker and Skyclave, but having an Eldrazi up for my next turn and winning. Or I will once upon for a blocker, because with something to block, I don't die on even if my opponent has a removal for my needle. So in the end, I think I choose the safe line with once upon. Yeah, and I find the Reclaimer. Sadly, I can cast Emrakul, and here I just want to survive for my next turn. Seems to be working. So the fun fact is he has Recruiter. So if I didn't fetch Reclaimer, the game was lost. That's the little details we realize while playing the post. And he will flicker and flicker away. I don't remember what he does. Okay, here I don't know what he should have flickered away. I think the eye was the best card here. I would have flickered the eye, but yeah, and the fact he has Solitude also, it's hard. And I drew Emrakul, which give him some reason for flickering my Cloud Pass. And here I'm in the same position than before. The only difference is that he only has one card in hand. With 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 damages. If he has any removal, I lose the game. Here, Lion Sash is not enough. I think I go down to 11. at most. Because 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. So down to 1. But I have Amrakul coming. And yeah, I also have an activation of a Reclaimer, which allows me to earn some life. And since I was confident I could play Markul even with only casting Glimmer, I went for Glimmer. So yeah, the game, there were 2 key points in this game. The fact I gave up my Chasm is the first one, and the fact I went for the safer line with hoping to find a Reclaimer with Once Upon a Time won me the game. So it was very, very close, and I'm very happy I won this one. I have good draws, I had good draws, but he also had the nuts in the opening. Only missed Stoneforge instead of Spirit of the Labyrinth. Okay, so that's it for game 1. Let's get to game 2. Defend Taxis is a matchup we should win almost all the time. It's at least 60-40 for us because Titan is something they cannot stop, but they still play for Wasteland, for Rishaden Port, and some early clock in the face of, in the name of Sunfall Mystic. But the truth is, since they went to 80 cards with Yorion, this is great news for us, because they will find, they will be less likely to find all their wastelands and ports. So this is great for us, leaving us time to cast Titan and win the game. Here I kept a very good hand with land. It's not a great hand, honestly. A great hand would have been Forest, post, and Needle. But the fact you have Needle in the opening is great. And once upon his guy key to find a Reclaimer, he found Cloud Post, but Cloud Post is great. We have Stage. We have Crop. Crop is an insanely good card. Here he has Sunforge Sun too, so. But we have Titan, we have mana, so it's okay. Okay, the Skyclave on Needle is unfortunate, but in the same time, we are quite happy he doesn't get to Caldra now, so yeah, that's not that bad. Here I chose to play my Forest since I expect a Wasteland. Okay, he puts me down to 12. And here, yeah, okay, so this is interesting. Here I will always have my 1 Forest up for Crop when he Wastelands. And he decides not to Wasteland now, which is good. But not even in my upkeep, which is also good because when you're against post, and you should always just make sure he cannot go to 6. That's the only thing you should see. And if he cannot go to 6, you should not waste him. Okay, here I'm still feeling pretty confident in the game. Okay, the Reclaimer wasn't that important. But I won't be able to cast my Titan, so I will have to earn 1 turn. Here he does Wasteland me, I will Crop it. And I need to go for Chasm, because I can survive 1/3 for Primeval. Here I drew Elvish, which again, this was great. Yeah, better, okay. And yeah, this is when the fact I copied with Sage came in clutch. Because he surgical my Cloud Post away, but I still have 2 Vesuvas and 1 stage in my 60s, in my 60 card. So yeah, Cloud Post is still here, even though it's been surgical. Okay, so it was insanely good here, but I feel like I'll be able, yeah, to last until I get my Titan out. I have 6 mana, so he just has to. I just need to avoid him drawing Flicker Wisp or Wasteland or Port, which is a lot, but he has a 66 card in his pack, so yeah. And here I'm able to catch Titan with 1 HP left, which is great. I go for full mana. Why do I do this? Yeah, because I knew he had only Gaian Sash in hand, so I knew I would be able either to attack or to Zenith again. I wanted some mana here, and I wanted a stage in case the sage was here in case I needed to copy Chasm and to fetch Zenith if he handled my Titan. But here it's unneeded. I even find Eye. I think, yeah, I find 2 Glimmer, but it's whatever. I will Ulamog thereafter, then Zenith. Oh, I will Zenith first, then Ulamog. Here, this is a bit messy because I make sure I pay the highest taxes. On a MTGO, you can fail easily. Yeah, and here, yeah, he cannot go back. The game, I found the Tabernacle in case, but yeah, and Yulamogi is the end of the game. These were 2 very close games against Event Taxis. Both were down to very low HP, but it shows that yeah, the matchup, even though it's in our favor, is very close, and you have to play it perfectly. Honestly. Okay, so this was for round 3. Round 4, so I won't show it. I was against Delver and he crushed me. There's not much to say about it, but it was early pressure, wastelands, yeah, and force of wheels. A lot of force of wheels, especially in game 2. So yeah, Delver having the nuts will beat us. We are not a pack that can beat a goldfish Delver. Yeah. Round 5 was against, do I remember? Remember game 5? I don't remember. Oh, it's a Moon 5. Could have kept crop rotation in case. I suspected this hand is great, by the way. Oh yeah, sure. I won't speak. I won't talk about this matchup. 8 cast. Yeah, maybe just seeing turn 1, turn 2. But 8 cast is not a difficult matchup. 8 cast, you can handle it with Chasm, then Stabilizing, then Titan. And Kappa's Cannoneer doesn't change anything for us. And here you'll see he'll play Kappa, and yeah, it doesn't change anything. We just want to cast Titan, it will win the game. I won't show the game because I feel like it's not very interesting. Game 1, he multi 5, I'm able to find even Cavern of Souls, which is the card I wanted. Game 2, he goes wide too fast and with a lot of needles, because needle is great, and I don't find my Fossil Vigors. And game 3, I'm able to lock the game, then win it with Emrakul looped. Okay, round 6. What did I play? I just don't remember. I lost this round. I felt like all my losses were 2-0, but it's not the case. What did I play round 6? Oh, sure. Okay, I lied to you. What did I lose to in round 4? Is the team? Oh yeah, I lost to Lens. Round 4, I lost to Lens. But everything I said about Delver having the nuts, etc., etc., yeah, it also applies to Lens. Game 1 is close to unwinnable if he has Loam. And game 2 and 3 is easier, but I didn't find my surgicals, and he... Honestly, man, if you're listening to this video, you had the nuts. you had your out was insanely good. I don't remember, but it was like crushable early. With mugs, with everything. I didn't have time to do anything, and since I didn't have a Fossil Vigor in my opening, I just lost the game. I think I will play back my fourth Fossil Vigor, because in Lens it's too good, and here, yeah, I just got crushed. Yeah, so against Delver I went 2-1. Didn't remember. It went. I had the feeling it was way worse than that. Oh yeah, this hand is shit. I mulliganed into this and I kept it since I had 2 Reclaimer. Okay, I drew the forest. Help me staying alive. I was quite lucky to draw all my lands, but he had something to handle on my Reclaimers, so which is not a good news. And 4 cards in hand, so it's like he still has a force. Okay, here I want to get rid of Murktide if I can. I don't need her yet, because I want to play around days. And here has the Wasteland. The fact is, Dragon Rage is too good. It's too good because you can't handle the graveyard with bug. Yeah, here yeah. Crop gets Zaze. This is sad, but it happens. And here I have to go on Chasm, which doesn't work, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I do remember something. Yeah, I have crop, so I could try to go on a 2020. But I miss crop because I just can't. Yeah, here I just need to wait. And I don't have enough mana. Yeah, I could have waited. I made a mistake. It went too fast, I know. But I had maybe one way of winning if he had no forces and no daisies. Fact is, he only had 2 forces left. One was there, and 2 daisies. Yeah, but only 13 cards in hand. Dragon Rage is silly. I tried to go up in response of Brainstorm, but I forgot that my stage was the chasm that kept me alive. I should have waited for the Brainstorm to resolve. Hope the force and the days were at the bottom of his library, and then try to resolve my crop. It would have been not very likely that it resolved, but the real mistake I made was not to crop the cloud boss. He could also find a wasteland, so yeah, no, there was a lot to play around. But I could have had a potentially winning line, and I think I brain lagged and went into a losing one, 100% losing one. So yeah. From this round, I was starting to feel pretty exhausted. All my games lasted for a long time, so yeah. Okay, yeah, game 2, I keep a great hand, honestly. With Carpet, double Reclaimers. If I draw 1 lands, I will win this game. In fact, I'm able to go for double Reclaimers, make sure one of them will survive. That's good news. Yeah, one is bolted. I don't care. Okay, Endurance is a great draw here. I will cast it. He has to force. And yeah, I don't want to face Murtai now. I want to earn 1 turn. Here I drew the best card I could draw. And I think the Titan will resolve and the game will be over. Yeah. I mean, when you're at 19, it's turn 5. You feel pretty confident in winning the game. Here, he had to have blue and 1 force. He didn't. This is not surprising. I go for the classical card plus I feel like my Titan will survive, so because the Unholy Heat already. Yeah, and he goes for days, bold days. You want to see every card, and yeah, this is just over. He maybe hopes I will get rid of his graveyard, but I'm not done. And here I just go for Ulamog. Yeah, because I can go for Emrakul. Yeah, not much to say. And game 3, I think while we are at it, we can watch game 3. Game 3, he does have a lot. Here I keep this hand is like okay, there are lands, but nothing else. The Reclaimer, I think I don't play the Reclaimer in 2 days because it's my only card that I can play. Fact is, his graveyard is already full, so he will be able to play an early Murktide. And yeah, the Wasteland is brutal. The Wasteland into Murktide is brutal. But I still have Greenson. So yeah, we have an out. Yeah, here I take Yavimaya, I want to play Tabernacle. Slowing him down a bit. And I think, yeah, I fetched Yavimaya since I knew I would go for the Chasm plan. And I will sack the Tabernacle in order to find Yavimaya. Here the goal is to survive until I'm able to Greenson. So I don't have any needle or anything like this, so yeah, the odds of me winning this game are very low. The fact he gets the Wasteland, he's like, man, stop it. Okay, I have neither, but he Wastelands it. I cannot use this, but I do. He doesn't Wasteland though, which is a mistake when I use my Reclaimer. But he felt I had a crop rotation, which I get rid of in my post board. Here I copy the Chasm, and he doesn't Wasteland it. Which shows me to have the 2 mana to protect it. He played very poorly here. Here I will Vesuva the Chasm, earning some time. Okay, I do want to find something. He has forced it. But I had the land, so it's okay. I guess. Yes, it's okay. Yeah, then I want I go full all in, hoping to find 1 land, but I don't. So, but he also had the 4, so it doesn't change anything. Yeah, he said it that he played really poorly, and indeed he did. I'm sorry about Wing Kill, but yeah, the mistake you made about the Wasteland, because the fact you have force said that either way you couldn't lose, but yeah, it was you took an unnecessary risk. Okay, so that's it for game 6. Round 7, which was my win and in. I lost. I won round 7. I played against White Green Depths with a red splash, I guess. Yeah, there was a red splash. The game was pretty weird. I found my opponent to make all-in choices, especially against boss, which has crop rotation to Caracas. But it almost paid off. Game 1 I had the crop, so I won. Game 2 he went wide and I didn't have much. He had a lot of wastes. And game 3 he tried it once. I had Boseiju, which is a surprise Western. And but he was able to make once again the combo, and I had nothing. But with Glimmer Post, I gained like 3 HP, which allowed me to survive one more turn. And with this one more turn, I won the game with Amuraku. Let's watch the first game of the top 8, which is the final game I will review, since the quarterfinals, the semifinals are not that interesting. Okay, so force on Avish Reclaimer is a great news, because it means I won't get force thereafter. Here with my Nida, I say Wasteland. While if I had checked what Yankib or Jankib, I don't know how it pronounced, was playing, I would have said Sunforge. Here I don't find my overland. At least he spent one turn getting rid of my map. I still don't find my land, but it's a map, so it's okay. Here I say no, stop it. I want my map to survive. And I even drew the land. Yeah, and here I'm confident I will play my Titan, and game is won. Of course with Cavern of Souls, so I know it will resolve. And here I went for 2 Cloud Pass, since I felt like he didn't have any way to kill me. But he has Brazen and Fire. Brazen and Fire. And I didn't play around this. Honestly, I could as well have fetched 1 Glimmer. But the fact is, with 1 Glimmer, I have 12, 14, 15. I just had enough to play Ulamog, and I wanted to play a Miracle here. And I felt like with the Titan in hand, he could only have Soul Plowshares. He forced with a Brazen, and he had a second one in hand. Then he had a Fire. This scenario is so unlikely. I should have played around it, but yeah, I didn't. Because I felt like, oh, there's no way I'll lose this game. Okay, I lost. Yeah, thank you. Let's watch game 2. I was so pissed at the fact he got the win here. Okay, this hand is great. I understood he didn't play Wasteland, so yeah, now I go for Cloud Post. Yeah, turn 1 Ponder is not gonna make it. I'm able to use my green sun since I already have 2 titans. Here the goal is to find a Cavern of Soul. Yeah, my Reclaimer won't survive, obviously. But it's not a big deal. Here I should have played Stage. But the fact that Stage can also come untapped can be very handy. But I should have played Stage. Okay, here he delays Primeval. I drew Carpet, which is a great card. He gets rid of Carpet. I think I copy my Forest here. Yeah. And I will try 1 Primeval. If it gets Carnal, there's a second one, so... But it resolve, so that's good news. I chose not to play around Back to Basics. Is it a mistake? Yeah, maybe. But I felt like with free forest, I would be able to win anyway. Yeah, here I feel great. But here I should have on the second Primeval I should have brought some forest. Because there's no need to add mana to this buy. I had enough. Maybe 1 Cloud Post, 1 Forest, and it was enough. Yeah, because here he has Ruination. But the Primeval is on the board. I was able to play an Endurance. I will have 1 shot with Primeval. And I have Depth. And here I just make a 2020. It adds one attacker, so yeah. No reason not to add 1 Lage, even though it can be handled. I even go for a Tabernacle, so he has nothing left in his turn. So yeah, Ruination was not a big deal since we had a Titan when he cast Ruination. But that could have been yeah, less joyful. Last game I comment, and then maybe the conclusion. We are 58 minutes, my timer says, so. Yeah, this hand is great. Not that good, but okay-ish. Yeah, the cavern. You fear the Cavern of Soul, and the fact he knows I have it, we make him want to play around 6 mana as much as he can. So here, since I played Yavimaya, he's able to play his card without fetching an island. This game is really interesting. You will see why. Okay, the Force of Negation on map is aggressive, but it's not a bad play, honestly. I like this play. And here, yeah, the clock is ticking. He doesn't have animal land drop. It's a good news. I'm able to find my map. And I go down to 9, which is not much. And here I have a choice. The fact is I can go with Cloud Post Try to copy Cloud Post, I go down to 3, but I don't have Titan. So yeah, that won't do it. Other choice is to stabilize with Chasm. I have Ramen up, so I might be able to bring back my lane, copy with Tespian. But the fact he showed me Runation game 2 made me understand that I didn't have infinite time against this matchup. So last choice, since he didn't want to fetch and give me mana, was to try to go for a 2020. This is risky as hell, but I did it. I drew another carpet, which is irrelevant, but I play it anyway. Okay, here I have the 2020 up. Okay, so I take 5 here. He doesn't attack with Sunforge. And here I make the 2020. If the fact is, between the time that would have that I would have earned with Chasm and the time I earn with the 2020 getting swords, it's similar. Honestly, it's very similar. So I felt like okay, if you have swords, that's not an issue. Yeah, I attack. And here he decides to go for the all-in play, which is I go to 1. I cannot fetch anymore. My lands are forest. Okay, this is irrelevant, but I go to 1. And I will win with my germ. But no, you won't. Because I have my 2 free drops. So I play Endurance. Allowing me to go down to 3, I survive. And now he has to sort my my Marit Lage. But the fact is, even I haven't won the game yet. But the fact he's down to 1, he cannot fetch. He has no access to blue, to red. So yeah. I know his out here is to solve his own germ. To try to win the game. Ramunap is great in this spot. He doesn't have swords anymore because he played 2 of them. I am at 18. I will make another 2020 next turn. Here we go. He goes for a Stonefort, but I will make sure it is too late for him. I attack with Ramunap. He has to block. Yeah, this is the mess. I think I will needle the turn. Oh no! Yeah, I add 1 attacker because he's down to 1, and now I know his only out is to solve his own germ. I'm just waiting for an turn to depth. Yeah, I needled the turn because I don't want him. Yeah, this needle is irrelevant. Okay, he sought the complete. And then he bounces the Lage, go down to 2. But I have some mana now. I'm able to cast Zenith. And Emrakul is working around also. He needs the force. He has the force. But he has like nothing. Again down to 1, but Ramunap will do the trick, maybe? Yeah, Ramunap MVP. Yeah, this was a hell of a game. I'm glad we were watching it. This game and the one against Defend Taxis, the first one against Defend Taxis were my favorite one. It was a great tournament overall. And yeah, I'm glad I went to top 4 with Post. Still a deck I enjoy playing since I've been playing it for 8 months. So yeah, great pack, great performance. I'm very happy with it. I think in sideboard I will go back to 4 Force of Vigor, maybe 4 Mind Break, but that's less likely. It's certain I will go back to 4 Forces of Vigor. Okay, just forgot one thing. So yeah, so after this quarterfinals, I played my last best of against what was his name? Just checking, sorry. Okay, so yeah, against Paradise Lost, and I lost against Paradise Lost. He went 2-0. He played he played the Breacher deck, and he had both times he had the Breacher and Undoing combo without even contributing, which is, man, if you hear me, this is disgusting. But the matchup is bad. The matchup is bad anyway, so yeah. That's no big deal. Yeah, here I shouldn't sack my expedition map. I did misplay. Should have waited. Kept my map. Going for Cloud Post. Here I sack. I sack one land. I go Cloud Post, Vesuva Cloud Post. Maybe it would have been better and would have kept the map. The fact is, if he goes for, which is likely according to the way he's playing, if he goes Hull Breacher end of turn, then Undoing, my map cannot be taken out. And I restart the game with Elvish, we will get swords. And then I have Cloud Post, Sage Cradle, and I have the map. So I can copy Cloud Post, I can map, go for Eye for again, and maybe I win the game. I probably win the game. So yeah, I misplayed this. I shouldn't have sacked the map. The one thing you should know about this matchup is to have as many permanent on the board, because he will your hand out and you cannot play anything. But I decided he didn't have the combo. I thought it was, but I should have played around it and just went for, yeah, I sack, I Cloud Post, then I Cloud Post, then I map later on, and I win the game. I try at least. I couldn't go for Emrakul, but I could go for Yulmug or even Baby Emrakul, which would have been enough in my opinion. Yeah, so I misplayed game 1, and game 2 I kept a very slow hand, which got as well it got breached and undone. This matchup is bad, but yeah, the fact I'm showing you, the fact I misplayed shows that you can still win it. So yeah. Also, I was exhausted when I played this match. I told you around round 6 I was already tired. I don't know why, but Yeah, Cloud Post is exhausting to play, and this might explain why I made such a misplay. And this is how it ends. So yeah, thank you for listening, thank you for following, and see you around on MTGO for, I hope, some great games. Yeah, thank you guys.